To dismantle a master's house, you got to use the master's tools. Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. On December the 24th, 2007, I came home on vacation. I went back on probation. I came to Waukegan, Illinois to expose the war on drugs, to file a class action lawsuit against the war on drugs. N62528, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I turned in guns and drugs to the police. I turned in my client list to the police. And that was in 1986. Judge Boris was the state's attorney. When Judge Boris was the state's attorney, he stole $15,000 from me. So in 2006, I came to file a class action lawsuit, and I came to get the $15,000 that Judge Boris stole. I'm homeless now. Y'all made me homeless. And I'm running a homeless program. I was breaking down your prison industry and showing you that racism doesn't work without black cooperation. You feel me? Racism doesn't work without black cooperation. All right? Martin Luther King wrote letters from a Birmingham jail. Well, I got 2 jailhouse diaries, one from Illinois and one in Maryland. And it shows the corruption and racism. It shows the racketeering and the fraud. It shows the ill treatment of black inmates and Hispanic inmates. Yeah, and I got it all documented. Chicago Tribune. If you go to Dan Hinkle from the Chicago Tribune, you can check all the emails, not just Dan Tribune, just not Dan Hinkle, but you go to the Waukegan News Sun. All right, everybody knows Jimmy Lee, and everybody gonna know Shorty. I ain't no different than Jimmy Lee. You feel me? I ain't no different than Jimmy Lee. Everybody knows Shorty. I ain't Jimmy Lee, and I got a hell of a story. I'm going to show you racism and fraud in the court. I'm going to show you about white privilege. You feel me? I'm going to show you about white privilege. And I'm going to show you that I sent all this to Donald Trump. If I can go to jail for a toilet, Schellenberg can go to jail for lying to the grand jury. Yeah, we're going to talk about corruption because, like I said, I'm from Chicago. I'm from the city of corruption. So when I came to Baltimore, it wouldn't hard for me to tell you about the corruption there. Scott Schellenberger, Judge Turnbull, Judge Schauder, Judge Holland, Judge Previous, Judge Bell. We're going to talk about my kidnapping in 2011. Yeah, and you stole the evidence from 2007. All right? We're going to talk about corruption and racism. We're going to talk about keeping the dream alive. Mass incarceration in the prison industry is America's cash cow. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and black America is the cash crop. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. And this message is going to be told. It's going to be international because Starbucks is international. Starbucks is international. Social justice for social change. And I'm going to use social media to do that. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace. And we started with MySpace back in 2006. We graduated to Twitter. All right? And I use social media. Right here. Protecting white supremacy and destroying black lives. All right? It's 2020. All right? All right, that's the case, and that's there. And that's Johnny Oleski. Social media for social change, and Johnny Oleski need to address this. Johnny Oleski, Governor Hogan, yeah. Social media for social change, and that's Twitter. All right. This is my profile. I'm a prisoner. Like I said, I'm a prisoner's right. I was kidnapped by the state. All right. And this is the case right here. That's the case right there. 07 CF. Yeah. I was kidnapped. And Belfield knew about it. Like I said, social media for social change. You feel me? Social media for social change. And the Department of Justice got this. Yeah, got this, all of this. Jesus had a cross, Martin had a dream, Malcolm got a gun, Shorty got a toilet, but we all got our shit to deal with. In 2020, like I said, I applied for Martin Luther King's job. Ain't no logins applying for his job. It's been vacant for 50 years. It's been 50 years unfilled. So I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna fill it with Starbucks and I'm gonna fill it with Shorty. But Martin Luther King's dream of social equalities is gonna come through social media. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Don't get no sweeter. Mic check.